life in general. So people are feeling like the cost of living is extremely too high. You know, I don't know what part of the country you're in, but for most Americans, the cost of living is too high, and things are feeling so unattainable. I got a few different perspectives. Check these videos out, and I'll come back at the end with my comments.
I cannot do this for the rest of my life. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of being able to barely pay my bills, going into a job where I work my king off all day to barely be able to pay bills. It just is not it.
I just crashed out in a Meijer parking lot because my card declined when I tried to get groceries. Mind you, I wasn't trying to get that many groceries. Just something to get me into my next payday, which is next Friday. And then my card declined because my car insurance payment came out. So now I have no money, no food. It's impossible. It's impossible to live nowadays. It just is. You can't afford anything. I don't understand how people can afford anything. Just working my life away, and for what? To barely be able to pay my bills? I'm so over that. I am so over that. It's infuriating. That there's nothing, I feel like there's nothing I can do. Nothing any of us can do. We're just stuck. We just have to take it. I hate this world that we live in right now. I really do. I hate it. I've just lost all hope. I've lost it all.
I don't know if people around the world know this, but many Americans cannot afford to live. Like, cannot even afford some of the basics that the rest of you don't have to worry about. Americans can't afford their gas, can't afford their groceries, can't afford their health care, let alone anything enjoyable. Doing an activity on the weekend, going someplace, everything is outrageously expensive. Even fast food. You tried to feed a family of 4 at McDonald's, you might be spending $40 and $50. Everything is inflated right now. Why is gas in the US well over $5 a gallon in so many areas? $5 a gallon. Why is the price of eggs $7, $8, and $9 a dozen? And here we all are.
Hey TikTok, I'm just on here wondering if anybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling. I'm from Illinois, and I feel like the gas prices and the electric bills and the prices of food is just so overwhelming anymore. Like, I'm wondering if anybody else is feeling like they're drowning and they can't get out. I work overtime and I cannot get above water. I mean, I literally have no gas for next week. It was either that or get a few groceries to get by. I hit my local food pantries. I'm just wondering if anybody else feels like they're drowning. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day.
Gen Z is one of the most educated generations in history, but we still can't afford to live on our own. Here's why. In the 1980s, the average starter home cost about 3 times the average annual salary. Today, it's around 8 times more. It's not that we're getting lazier, it's that the prices are getting higher while our wages stay stagnant. That job that used to buy you a house and a car, now you get a studio apartment if you're lucky. If you have roommates and cut back your costs on eating out and going out. Yes, we still live with our parents, 1 in 3 of us, because we want to rely on them doing our laundry and making us food, even though our parents' food is pretty good, but because rent alone takes away half of our take-home pay. We're told to go to college, get a degree, build a life. We did all of the steps correctly. Now that life is just on back order, it seems. You know how everyone's telling us, like, don't, you just need therapy, like, you're depressed, and it's like, no, we're broke. Because why is everything so fucking expensive? Like, I moved to a different city, my auto insurance went up like $20. I don't know why. I called them and I was like, why did this go up? And she was trying to figure it out, and I was like, I also need to update my address because I just moved. And she goes, okay, with your address updated, you live in a higher risk area now. Surprise. So she said it's going up $120 a month. I was going to figure out why it went up $20, and then she made it go up more. And I said, please don't do that, I can't afford it. And she said, I can't change it. And we're not depressed, we're broke. We're broke.
So why are we normalizing not being able to afford to live in this country? Why are we normalizing that? We are living in the most unaffordable time in American history, and the fact that people are trying to say that this is the best time in American history, that the White House is saying that we are living in the best economic period ever, when that is simply false. Most Americans can't even put anything away for retirement, let alone anything for a rainy day fund, or let alone going out to enjoy your life.
There you have it. So you got a couple different perspectives on why people feel that the cost of living is so high. Things are so unattainable. And, you know, if you really look at it, we got so many things that's actually tied to us, right? Personally, right? You know, we have health insurance, right? If your job offers it, right? You know, you may have a 401k, and that money may be taken out of your check, right, to go into your 401k, because you definitely want a good quality of financial stability later on in life, right? And that's taken out your check. And, you know, all these things are being taken out of our check. Taxes, obviously, we got to pay taxes, right? And pretty much what we are left with, you know, may not cover like expenses like food, you know, lights and gas, groceries. You know, if you got a insurance on your car, all these things have to be paid, right? You know, some people don't pay them, but I digress. But if you really just look at the big picture, most people don't have the means to like do side hustles, right? You know, some people just really depend on their regular 9-to-5 income to take care of what they have to take care of, right? We all have that friend that may have that entrepreneur spirit, right? And they go out there and get it, but most people just want to live a regular life, do regular things with their family, or just want to, you know, enjoy life. And it just seems like now that's just so further, it's becoming further and further out of reach. And leave a comment down below if you actually feel this way, right? You know, if anything that I said just kind of hit home for you, and you kind of feel as like, you know, I just want to work my 9-to-5 and just take care of what I got to take care of and just live a good quality of life. All right, y'all, I really appreciate y'all hearing what I got to say, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.